Okay, so let's talk about everybody's favorite subject, trucks driving in the left lane. Yeah, I was reading an article about something and it gave me some questions about trucks running in the left lane and truck lane restrictions and all that kind of stuff. Now, it's been many years since I've been to a whole lot of states around the United States when I was over the road several years ago. And I don't remember there even being truck lane restrictions back then. And it's only been since I've been in LTL that I've noticed that there are some truck lane restrictions in different places, different states. And I never really noticed the difference. Like in Texas, if there's 3 or more lanes, a lot of times it'll say no trucks in the left lane for the next 27 miles or whatever. And that'll be the law right now. I heard people talk about how you can get in that left lane to pass if the right 2 lanes are clogged up. And I've heard people say you can't. And I've seen guys doing it, and I'm not saying that I've never done it, but I've not gotten a ticket for being in the left lane. So if you know for sure, if they've told you you can't be over here for any reason, let me know in the comments. Or if they've told you, if law enforcement has told you that you can get over there to pass if the right 2 lanes is clogged up. Because it never made sense to me that if the right 2 lanes are clogged up and going under the speed limit, trucks should be able to get out there and go around them, go on the speed limit, because the whole purpose is to keep congestion down, right? Well, if you keep everybody in those right 2 lanes and the trucks can't pass, that just makes congestion worse as far as I'm concerned. So it doesn't make much sense for the truck lane restriction at all. What I've seen a lot of times on the interstate and 2-lane highways, 2 lanes in the same direction highways, you'll see signs, especially in Texas, that say left lane for passing only. Now that makes more sense, right? No matter how many lanes you get going in the same direction. If you need to get in the left lane to pass, you pass, right? Now, the reason I'm thinking about this is I read an article where New Mexico, just last week in April, passed a law specifically for trucks that says any highway where there's 2 or more lanes in the same directions, trucks have to stay in the right lane unless actively passing another vehicle. Okay? So that's different than like in Texas where it says no trucks left lane. Because in no trucks left lane, you can be in the middle lane. And a lot of guys get all up in arms about guys camping out in the center lane too. And I try to stay in the right lane unless I need to pass somebody. But in some parts, like going through Dallas, the best lane to be in is in the center lane. It's with the least obstruction. You don't have people getting on and off in the right lanes, and you're not allowed in the left lane, right? So, but in New Mexico, it sounds to me like the trucks, even if there's 3 lanes, have to stay in the far right lane and not camp out in the center lane unless they're actively passing another vehicle. Now, I thought that was pretty standard all over the place. And this law is specifically for trucks. It didn't say anything about cars. So if you're from New Mexico, let me know. Is it already the same thing for cars? They have to stay in the right lane or right 2 lanes unless they're passing? Now, you could get a car camped out in that left lane, and if it's only for trucks, they wouldn't be violating the law, really, if they're camped out in that left lane going under the speed limit. They're perfectly fine, right? Or are they not allowed already to be camped out in that left lane? Let me know what you think. So I'm just confused about the New Mexico laws. It actually goes into effect July 1st, 2023. And so I guess there might be a grace period, or there might not. They might start ticketing trucks right away. So let me know what the law is where you're from or the states that you run in. Are there any states left that don't have any truck lane restrictions? I don't know. I haven't seen any. Do they have truck lane restrictions? Are you only allowed in the left lane unless you're passing? Now, that brings another question. What define actively passing another vehicle? Because sometimes I will be actively passing another vehicle, but it's going to take a long time. It's going to take me a while to get around them, even though it's taken forever and forever. And usually the reason that happens is because the guy in the right lane is not paying attention or doesn't care, doesn't have the courtesy to kick off that cruise control for 10 or 20 seconds let me get around and he can kick it back up. I'm not going to make him any later than he already is, right? But if I had to sit behind him going 63, 64 and not be able to get around him for an hour, that's going to slow me down some. And this run is long enough as it is already. I don't need anything else slowing me down if that's possible. My apologies right away if you happen to be behind me and I am actively passing another vehicle and it's taking a while and you're thinking, man, this is taking too long for you to do this. I agree, it's taking too long, but until my company decides to raise the speed limit again on these trucks, there we are. That's what we're at. That's what I have to work with, and I'm sorry. But I'm not going to just sit back there and wait and not pass somebody because it's going to take me a while. I still need to get around them. So thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think about trucks in the left lane. Stick around, watch some more of my videos. I will put some up here for you to see. Thanks for subscribing if you've already subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, please consider subscribing. Go back and look at all my videos, and we'll see you later.